Ellis and Whistles podcast. Ryan quickly. Blah blah blah.
Blah,
yeah.
blah, blah.
You good?
Yeah, it's recording on that.
I'm wiping my nose.
You're wiping your hand.
Wipe it.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to have any.
No, you don't want any of that. Come
I
on.
think. Well, I don't know. Maybe.
That's
all,
what
all
that's what
press is
everybody.
good press. We gotta hide my air conditioner before people start making. People start making fun of me.
Everybody's
having an air conditioner.
It's true.
I don't have that in Europe.
They don't have what?
They don't.
Are you serious?
They don't have ice water and they don't have air conditioning.
I'm against ice water. I'll have you know.
I like ice water.
I drink a lot of water. This
Okay,
is
I
me
actually
flexing.
agree with you. I like a cold glass of non-ice water.
Yeah.
But I would prefer ice water to a lukewarm water on a hot day.
I think I disagree with you. I prefer room temperature.
When people talk about privilege, this is what they're doing.
Yeah, guys, welcome to yeah, guys.
Yeah, this is the show.
Is this the show?
Guys, we're here to raise awareness.
I really like Evian, but not so much Dasani.
This is the
more of a
biting,
PG guy myself.
the fiery debate that everybody is known that the show is known for.
Oh, here we are.
Hey, welcome back to the Bells and Whistles podcast,
Ryan quickly
folks.
from Bernie, as always. Today we have a very special.
We
We
don't
don't have a very special guest.
Just because we've got two very special guests.
We got a pair of them, folks.
We got a pair of them. If you're a fan of magic,
Podcasters, writers.
It's actually magic-themed names.
writers, actors, perhaps.
I don't act, really.
Actor,
You're missing this.
actress.
You're doing this today, and I've heard that you guys do some philanthropy on the side. I've heard.
I didn't hear that.
Alex and Sam from the Alakazam podcast.
Alakazam with Alex.
Alakazam with Alex.
You gotta get it right.
Alex.
This has been a disaster.
Alex Steinberg.
Off to a hot start.
Alex Steinberg and Samantha Brooks. Everybody.
Oh, what's going on, guys?
Thanks for having us.
How are you guys doing?
Feels good.
Pretty good.
Now I feel really awkward, even though we've been talking this whole time.
I know,
Now that I'm
exactly.
being put on the spot.
They've
We've
been here
got
for
you.
6 hours.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, guys. We're gonna pivot to some exciting new content.
Okay.
Because I just turned 26 years old, and I won't stop talking about it. I can't shut up
Happy
about
birthday.
it.
I knew it was your birthday. I saw it when it happened.
Someone didn't say happy birthday. Someone didn't say happy birthday.
Yeah.
Did not say happy birthday.
I said happy birthday because I saw it on your mom's
I was like,
Instagram.
I
She posted a
should say
baby
something.
picture.
I'm not gonna say. You didn't say happy birthday to me.
There you go.
You're absolutely right. I hope you never say happy birthday.
I just want you to know that I knew about it and I chose not to say it.
You're like, I'm gonna see him. I'm gonna see him on Tuesday.
Ephraim, I have a question. When did I message you for your birthday?
You messaged me before anybody, I think.
I
It was
messaged you at 12:06 a.m.
12:06 a.m.
And
I
you
was the
invited
first.
us and we had both ghosted you.
I know.
Okay, when did
You
we
guys
go
are
see
treating
them?
me very
We said, what do
poorly.
you want to talk about on the show? And we both said,
Oh, nothing.
And you know what the saddest part is? Like, everybody does that. So I was so used to it at this point.
I texted Gus on her birthday.
Did you message her? You did.
Yeah.
You were supposed to go to the birthday party, and you
I
didn't
didn't
come.
go and
You've
I
been
didn't
terrible.
I went to the birthday party.
You've been
I
terrible in
didn't
this
even
family.
Yes,
I didn't
Samantha.
say anything to her.
Are you proud of yourself for it?
No, it's so bad. Yeah.
I had a very fun time at that birthday party.
It was a
lot of
good-
fun.
it's a great
I
time.
heard.
It was
I
a
mean,
good
I
time.
wish I'd been able to attend.
You say that in a way that it makes it sound like you
It
wish you
is-
didn't
No, I
attend.
wasn't
If only
doing
I
anything
would've
wrong.
been.
I was a legitimate reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard
I
you.
heard it was really fun.
It's okay. Everything that I bit into that party had hair in it.
Oh, really? I didn't even
what?
notice. I was probably
Every
swallowing
sing-
strands of
Literally
hair.
every single thing that I tried to eat had some long women's hair on it.
Are you serious?
I'm totally serious about
What about the chocolate cake?
The chocolate cake was okay. The chocolate
But
cake, that was
what about
Jackie's
hair?
cake was okay.
Jackie's cake.
Jackie's cake was okay, but she knows because I'm so, that's my one thing. I don't get grossed out about a lot of stuff.
I like that Jackie added a little salt to the chocolate cake. because
Oh,
it makes
yeah.
it-
Oh, sure.
You
No,
love a
she knows
little-
she knows what to do.
That ties back to our water conversation. Like my
Salt.
chocolate with just a little bit of
Favorite brand
coarse
of
sea
bottled
salt.
water.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you guys, and I want all your help on this.
Okay.
Right. the
Well,
birthday
I don't
boy.
know about
The
you
birthday
now.
boy.
But I
I'll
do
step
want
up
all
to
of
you.
your help because I've turned 26 and I now have a countdown to the end of the month until I lose my health care.
Oh,
yeah.
my god.
Yeah, I lose my health insurance.
What do you figure you're gonna do?
So I'm probably what I've signed up. I've started the process of signing up for like I guess Obamacare.
Medicare?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Medicare.
yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
Medicaid.
For a second, I thought you
Medicaid.
said I'm in the process of signing up for a job. Like I thought.
I'm a tour guide, first of all, but that
I
doesn't,
know,
you
I
don't
know.
get health insurance from that. Yeah, Medicaid. I tried doing Medicaid, and that's only for 65 and up. Yeah,
You had a fake ID.
You went to the Medicaid website and you
No.
tried to sign up.
I was joking.
I know you were joking.
But he was serious.
I was serious. I genuinely tried to get Medicaid.
Oh, that means there was some 78-year-old who got booted from the website, the website queue.
Ephraim's clogging up the traffic.
Yeah. Oh dear.
But I have the
Sorry, Nana.
Sorry, Nana.
I like Samantha's grandma, Nana.
Oh, yeah.
Nana Brooks.
No.
No, Nana on
Nana.
the other side.
We can shout out Eleanor Schnurr. She's a
Shout out
Hey.
to Samantha's grandma.
Eleanor
Yes.
Schnurr.
She's a fan of the podcast.
Oh, really?
She
Did
is.
she
No.
comment?
Well,
She's
she's a fan
comments.
of our podcast.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
she
And
That's it, actually.
Yeah.
Eleanor Schnorr, you should be ashamed of yourself.
hey,
So I'll take it.
Well,
back.
now she'll listen because we're on it.
No, she
Eleanor.
would. We
but,
love you.
I mean, everyone
You're welcome
follow
on the
her on
podcast
Instagram.
Everybody follow. Hey, shout out to Eleanor.
Really, she's
What's
good.
the handle? What can you follow her on?
Sammy
I think
Grammy.
it's
One,
Eleanor.
Sammy
No.
Grammy one
You can
two
put it-
three.
Why don't you just put it on the screen? Or is that
Yeah, no, I'll pop it.
Make it harder for Ryan
Again,
in editing.
I'll be honest right now. I'm not going to put it on screen. Unfortunately, it can be in the description below.
Okay, look in the description below.
Okay.
It's down
sure.
there.
Yeah.
All that is to say. all,
That's a keyframe, a pop-up thing.
Just one frame.
all that is to say. I started signing up, and the guy who was helping me out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jim Brikita. He's my health insurance
My
guy.
dad.
Is it your dad? Shout out to Jim.
Jim Brikita Brooks.
Jim
Jim
Brikita
Brikita
Brooks. He was helping me go through this stuff, and he's like, "What would you roughly say is your year annual income?" And I said,
How personal.
And I said, what are my options? And he's like, well, truth be told, if you make less than $20,000 a year, you're in extreme poverty.
You're below the poverty line, right?
You're below the poverty line.
Yeah.
And there was a moment where I'm like,
Carry the one.
I might be that one.
I think let's just, for safety's sake, let's just do extreme poverty. And so
Well, I live
qualify.
at home. I live at home, so I'm also technically in extreme poverty. But I'm not in extreme poverty. I'm not in extreme poverty, but I think for purposes of that.
Poverty, not extreme poverty.
No.
But if anybody has any suggestions out there for how I'm going to get
I
myself,
get harassed by my health insurance.
Should we call
Oh,
my mom
no.
into the show? Should we call my mom in to see
what do they
if
do?
she has any advice?
I get calls. The concern. I get calls from a nurse because I think I have so many problems that they're like, we need to reduce the cost of this, so maybe we can help you. And if you get more centralized, focused care, maybe you'll stop going to so many specialists.
Oh,
'Cause
wow.
I mean, they're just so unhelpful in general. So I get repeated calls
Yeah.
from the nurse. And then I asked her, I was like, well, I don't want to tell you things about my health because then you're going to charge me more. And she's like, she was so mad at me. She got really
What?
upset.
But they
And
do
she's
that.
like, I don't know why that would
pre-existing
happen.
conditions. That's a thing
because
they
you're a
do.
business. Like, why are you calling me?
Tell us all the things that we could do to. I don't know where I was
Upcharge
going.
you.
You're not charge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, no, to
I was like,
strip
I don't
you
think
of
I want you to
healthcare.
know
Oh,
because
sure.
they fight so hard to not be
I know.
helpful.
I have both of us have extreme white lab coat syndrome. Or
Oh,
what is it?
I thought you were gonna
I
say
did
you're both
not
very
think
white.
this
I hate it,
guy-
doctor. The most
Very-
loaded question in the world is when they put the thing on your back and they're like, breathe normally. And I'm like,
There's too much pressure.
how was that?
Yeah.
But I think I've talked about this on the podcast before, but I've said it. When I've gotten my allergy levels,
Yeah.
and they judge you. They're like, oh, that we rank it from 1,000 to 50,000. That's how they rank you. And I got mine, and they're like, I was like, what am I at these days? and they're like, oh, we can't tell you. And I was like, what do you mean? You're like, is that there's a pay barrier or something? And they said, they're like, no, it doesn't go up that high. We can't tell you because it's
You broke the
astronomical.
allergy
I broke the
charts.
thing.
Okay.
And I told my allergist after that, and he was like, "You broke the thing?" He's like, "I got a guy like the Center for Disease Control. You ought to talk to him. Like, he would love you."
Down at the Mayo Clinic.
At the Mayo Clinic.
I feel like having
Anthony Fauci.
Yeah, I'm patient 0 for COVID.
I still have like a cough from having COVID. I feel like having
Really?
Ashkenazi Jewish like DNA in you
Yeah.
predisposes you to so many health problems.
Sure.
Like so this
Ryan
whole
understands.
couch is screwed.
We're
pretty
all
much.
done.
That's why
Ryan
I put,
is a
that's
strapping
why I put
young
you
lad.
guys on that couch.
Yeah, because we're Jewish.
And I'm
Is
already-
why.
Yeah, no.
That's why.
This,
Wow.
this is the people's couch.
Oh wow.
Jewish
Now
couch.
we're socialist communists.
There you go.
We get all these people come over and lift us like we're at a bar bat mitzvah. We go all
Yeah, in a
up.
chair.
Yeah, in a
Yeah.
chair,
That's
but it's a
true.
couch.
But the whole couch.
Enough about my bullshit.
Yeah, you're
Um,
aging.
You guys are promising young creators,
Yeah.
Oh.
promising young women.
Seriously.
Oh well. if I must.
If I-
I love people say I'm young.
Sure you are.
not
sure.
Oh.
Sure you are.
Sure.
But you've been working on. So you have the first season of Alakazam with Alex and Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came out.
Season.
The
We're
first
calling
season,
it a season because
'Cause we
we
stopped
stopped
after.
doing it after
Oh.
some episodes, but we want to get back to doing it. So you know,
Yeah.
season 2 is going to be bigger and better than ever. Our
Oh,
guests
yeah.
are going to be
Bigger.
and
Gonna be
better than ever,
larger.
and the show
Way
is just going to
more.
be in general bigger and better than
Probably,
ever.
yeah.
Yeah,
So what?
that's what we're
Sign
calling
me
it.
up.
Sign
I'm
me up.
excited.
First of
Well,
all,
yeah, you
we
can
would
sign
love to be guests, not to like hold you
No, we're
hostage
too
right
small.
now.
No, you're
But-
bigger than.
I'm willing to gain weight for,
Oh, yeah.
for the appearance.
fatter and.
Can you
Yes.
tell us how it came to be? Like, what about the two of
inspired
you?
it?
You like saw each other. You're like, I'd like to talk to you, but strictly in an audio format.
I feel like
we looked at each other and we're like, no one wants.
Yeah,
one
no
wants
one's
to
gonna
look
hear
at that.
this. I feel like we.
It was Alex's idea to make a podcast.
It was in the
about
middle
it.
of quarantine when no one was. That's when the idea came about. So we weren't really doing much. So we're like, why not try and do a podcast where we can just have an excuse to talk to people that we find
Right.
interesting.
Do something.
Yeah, exactly. And we were on Clubhouse a lot at that point, which is like an audio only app. It was kind of like,
Clubhouse.
think of it like if you don't know what the app is, it's like
Yeah.
audio only chat rooms.
Yeah.
So we were spending a lot of time on there, and we were like, why not just make a podcast out of it? Because audio is clearly our medium.
And as we met people on the Clubhouse, we started to think we could bring them on as guests.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
Okay.
happened.
Did it?
Wow.
Yes.
Was
Really?
that
Not
like
really
scary? I'd be scared bringing a bunch of strangers on.
It's just a Zoom call.
We
This is
met-
also the
we
first time I've
also
ever met
met
Sam.
these people in real life.
Oh, you had?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We made our internet friends. Some of them transitioned
For
to
better
real
or
life
for
friends.
worse.
For better or for worse, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
think so. That's pretty cool.
What I want to ask, what
Yeah.
inspired the angle? Because your guys' angle is friendship,
Yeah.
isn't it? Which is better than our angle, which doesn't exist. We
I
don't
thought your
have
angle
one.
was bells and whistles,
Oh,
like
sure.
talking about the jingle thing or whatever.
We actually have a couple of bells and whistles on the way.
You
that
forgot 'em.
are from Ari Grossman and Anna Camphy. Got
Yeah.
it for us. That's our sponsors for the day.
Thanks, guys. Well, thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
When Ephraim brings them next time, we'll do a special segment.
We'll
for
do a
you.
special thing. But
We,
yours
uh,
was friendship.
Yeah,
and-
well, Alex
yeah.
came up with the name because we were just trying to come up with a name that was clever in some way.
So I was like,
Yeah.
Alakazam with Alex and Sam. It
And then
it
I
has a
said,
ring to it.
Well, there's
Yeah.
nothing magic, so we'll just say the magic of friendship. Kind of like
'Cause
My
we're
Little Pony,
friends,
friendship is
yeah.
magic. The magic.
It's like My Little Pony, yeah.
It's exactly like My Little Pony.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's
That's
like My Little Pony, yeah.
that is genius, but that's also one of the stupidest things ever.
And then that was one. And then I did a drawing of Alex pulling my head out of the hat like a rabbit.
You drew that?
Is that
Well,
you?
we sent
no,
it to
no.
an artist, but
The
Samantha
version.
was like,
I wish
yeah.
I had a picture. We're gonna
Of the
insert the
sketch.
picture.
Well,
You're
We'll
just
put it
giving
right here.
Ryan all this work
I
to
know.
do in
Guys,
post-production.
I promise this episode airs tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, but I need to get a picture of it because I'm such a terrible visual artist. It was
Sure.
just like a head and then another head with ears. Like it was so bad. And the artist who did it made
It's
it
really cool.
It's
like I
very
was looking
cool.
at that, I was like, we ought to get them that.
And my favorite
Yeah.
part is you guys have a theme song.
Oh yeah, that one.
How did that come to be? Because that's badass.
I think we just wrote it to. We wrote it at the Japanese restaurant.
We wrote a Japanese restaurant.
Yeah.
Was that the Japanese restaurant that was like really expensive? And
Yeah, it was
and
not
also
worth it.
good,
It was.
yeah.
We didn't realize how much it was going to be.
It was
when
a
the
horrible
parking really
experience.
wasn't-
$30 for something. Yeah, it wasn't good. But we wrote it.
we
very
recorded it.
fast.
Yeah, we recorded it on the notes app. We're like, da. We were like,
One
and
of
then
them's cool. One of them's lame.
which one is which? You'll never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're just like, and then I sent it to my friend Jacob, and he produced it and got it. You know.
That's so cool.
That's so
That's
cool.
badass.
That you
'cause
guys
it's
know
so
people and
legit.
you're just like, yeah, I'll send it to them. We'll get a good product out of it. So you have to tell us now that we've got you on, we've
Cornered.
we got you cornered
Yeah,
here. This
literally,
is a real
literally,
this is
the
a real
door.
tell-all podcast.
Okay, yeah.
Which one
locked
of
the
you is
doors.
cool and which one of you is lame?
Oh yeah.
Now that the
You have
people
to
want to
tell
know.
You'll never know.
I'll never know.
Yeah, to
Okay,
recite
all
the
right,
lyrics.
we'll edit this part out. What part is it?
I don't even know. I
I think
don't
it's
know.
her. Cut
She's
all of
the
his
lame one?
audio for the rest of
Yeah, I'm the lame.
No.
I don't know.
I think if anybody
I think I'm the lame one.
again,
I'm the cool one.
it's very cool how we're mouthing stuff on a podcast.
They can see.
They can see us, yeah.
I
Wanted to
couldn't.
cover up.
Yeah,
yes.
I know.
Samantha mouthed, "I'm the cool."
I can't hear
Yeah,
you.
that was
Mars.
very. That's very cool. That's very and like something that a cool
Just
person
like me.
would
I'm
do.
the one
Yeah.
that.
I would say. Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys start the show. Yeah, you're starting it up. How do you go about? I know you're going on Clubhouse and whatnot.
We asked my whole family.
You asked your
Pretty
entire
much.
family.
That's how.
Well,
I
Max
did
was
it.
maybe-
our first. Max was
maybe
our
we
first
get
My
into
guest.
his
uncle
family.
was our first guest.
Sure.
And then
He talked
I
about
guess
zombies.
He talked about zombies.
Yeah.
He's a writer. He writes books about zombies and other
Yep.
more
Oh.
supernatural things.
Did he write
He wrote
Twilight?
You're World War Z.
Max
Different-
Brooks,
different- that's
I
a
listened to that
vampire.
episode.
Yeah.
He's a really sharp guy.
Yeah.
He seems to know. He seems like one of those people that knows everything.
Yeah.
He does. He knows
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary. I
It's
don't want
scary?
to.
Oh.
I just want
He started talking about.
I just want to die.
Well, we
I don't
started
wanna
talking
know
about
anything.
He started
Japanese
talking-
manga, and it's just like he knows. Oh, great, you know about that.
Yeah,
And, like,
he reads.
He knows a lot.
They just offhandedly mentioned manga, and
Yeah.
he was like, "Yeah, I read manga like most nights." As a
Yeah.
And it was like, "What the fuck?" And then he started talking about what to do if there was a nuclear attack.
No, it's he. There's not
Name a
anything-
manga. I've read it.
Yeah.
I just want to die if that happens.
I know.
You know, it's like
A
you
nuclear
read the
attack?
zombie
Yeah.
survival guides, how to survive.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah,
how to
we're
die
done.
as die.
How as painlessly
Seriously,
quickly as
take
possible.
me out. I give up. I surrender.
I would be so scared because
Yeah.
I also what do I have? I have a month before my asthma medication runs out. What is that? How long am I gonna last?
I really don't know what you're going to do.
I would be-
We should
You're gonna
move on.
survive because all your allergies have made your immune system so strong.
Oh, maybe
but-
that's it. Maybe that's
Yeah.
it.
Maybe Ephraim is
I'll
going to
live
be
us
like the
all.
lone survivor. Like what's that Will Smith movie?
Oh,
I am Legend. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he
Legend.
smacks the zombie in the face at the end.
Spoilers.
Just like
I
Chris
was gonna
Rock.
watch that tonight for the first time.
Did you see his apology video? Will Smith.
Yeah, and the zombie's like King Richard, and then
How do we want to go controversial and say how we feel about the apology
yeah,
video?
I thought. I mean, maybe I'm never going to work with Will Smith again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I thought it was terrible.
Wasn't it?
I
It
thought
wasn't
it was
very
so
good.
awful.
Was it?
It wasn't a convincing.
No, because you know what
apology,
he
was
did?
it?
He made an excuse because he's like my what was it? He's like my trauma or my thing is something else.
My core trauma,
My core
is
trauma
letting
is-
people down.
is letting people down. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not an excuse to slap him across the face.
Well,
at
you
all.
let us
Like,
down,
right.
Will.
Like who cares? Like I like not that who cares about someone having like a core trauma, but like in the context of this, who cares?
I get the feeling
Yeah.
that you're pro Will Smith slap.
I'm anti Will Smith slap.
I'm just drinking my baba.
you're, okay, but
Neil,
pardon
clip
me.
that.
My baba.
You're-
I have a real attachment to plastic water bottles. It's really bad, but I love a big. Like I was at my friend's house the other day and I needed a big bottle with like
A big
the
bottle.
Slurpee, you know, like the little top that you can like squeeze.
I feel like
it.
you're doing a lot of work to avoid saying nipple.
Oh no, it's a nipple.
It's a
It's like
nipple.
it's a little like yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's so comforting to sit in the corner and like squeeze the baba.
This
Yeah.
is so like you're a lot weirder than I thought you would be.
What did you think?
I do want to talk about it. 'Cause there was something
It's
I listened to
comforting,
two
but it's
episodes.
bad for the environment. But it's like sometimes I have to just.
You're allowed to have your thing.
Yeah.
Speaking about, because now that we're on the topic of you being slightly weird, because I'm
Yeah.
a little weird too.
Okay.
You said that you have an obsession with like old aquatic animals.
I think you made that up. I think it's
on Gus's
dinosaurs.
podcast.
On Gus's podcast.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, all
dinosaurs
dinosaurs.
and prehistoric animals.
I have a thing. I have a thing with reptiles.
And yes, aquatic animals. Yeah.
Oh, there's a little gecko right behind you on the
He's
shelf.
got the little gecko there.
Yeah, it's a frog. First
Oh,
of
frog,
all.
sorry.
It's a frog.
Sorry.
I love
Well, it's blue
frog.
and
It's a
standing up.
coquille because I'm half Puerto Rican.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's
A
from
coquille.
it's a Brooklyn Cyclones. I think it was for Puerto Rican Day or something. Cyclones. There's not.
But both of you, like, do you watch the reptile videos?
Yeah.
What do you? Okay.
Well, I like to watch. I'm really happy that the Apple TV dinosaur series just came out.
Yeah.
because in 2016, I used to watch whatever I could find Discovery videos of the placoderm, which is one of my favorite prehistoric.
Right. I've heard tell.
I mean, I guess it's like a
I've heard good
scarier
things
shark
about the
type animal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I always used to say to anybody that would like listen to me or watch these with me, there needs to be a show that has really good special like VFX.
Make it real.
Yeah, make it real.
Yeah, make it really real. And now
For a second, I thought you were going to
finally-
say really good placoderm representation.
Yeah.
Let's get these plaques.
I think
in
they
there.
took the placoderm out of the
You need
Natural
a seat at
Museum
the
because last
table.
time I was there, I did not see it. They had
Yeah.
these big jaws, and they were really cool.
Oh, now I've
they
seen
took
those.
them
I
away.
love the dinosaurs.
But then I
Me too.
watched the dinosaur show, and I had to stop because
It was too
the baby-
emotional.
yeah, it made me cry. The baby T-Rex got eaten by the mosasaur.
Oh, I saw that.
I couldn't
I
do
saw
it.
that episode, and
Yeah.
it was very upsetting.
Yeah.
I think my whole
too
family
bad.
turned it off at that too.
Yeah, it's really upsetting.
It was really well. Then you must feel the koala camp news is probably exciting.
I don't know
for
what
you.
that is.
You
What's
hear
it?
about this?
No, what the hell are you
we
talking
found we found an ancient fish came back. It was still alive.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's this?
His name is Koala Camp, I guess. No, it's
Koala camp.
for all the you Pokemon fans out there, you know the Pokemon
Love
Relicanth?
I do.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. No, well, you don't, but yeah, you're clearly the cool one. The Pokemon Relicanth is based off of an aquatic ancient fish called the Koalacanth. That looks pretty much exactly like that Pokemon.
Really?
And it's still alive. They thought it went extinct with the dinosaurs, but they found a bunch of them.
Oh, for a second, I
What
thought
do
you were
they
going to
look
say that they like Mewtwo
pull it up.
and they made it in a lab.
We're gonna put the
or
picture
We'll
right
put the
here.
picture here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry. It's gonna be 2:30 in the morning.
I didn't realize. I'm not going to dox you, Ephraim. Don't worry. But I didn't realize that Ephraim was a Pokemon fan until I saw his email, which has Blaziken in it. His
Uh-huh.
email has Blaziken, the Pokemon.
Yeah,
Which was
no.
actually my first starter Pokemon in Pokemon Ruby. Back when
Yeah.
I played back in the day.
How
I can
big,
tell no one's
though?
interested.
No,
my
it's-
Pokemon.
but
You know,
I had Torchic as well.
you had Torchic.
I like
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
when
yeah.
they're so big that
And then
it's so
Quabuskin.
scary.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. No, I like.
I liked in Jurassic
That one is
World
scary.
in the sequel when they dangle the shark down and then the mosasaur comes out and it's so big and it's gonna eat a shark. Because
Uh-huh.
you're scared of a shark.
Yeah.
And the shark is scared of that. Like,
Is
that's
scared of
so
that.
cool.
I'm telling I'm not. First of all, I'm not scared of sharks.
I'm terrified.
I didn't mean you.
You watch any? The guy's really despicable. Andrew Tate. Have you watched?
Oh my god,
Have you
he's
caught
awful.
any of his?
He's like
Yeah.
the worst. He's like taking over TikTok. Him and this guy Sneeko.
What's
He
his,
really
what's
is.
his accent though? That's
He-
what I'm
Andrew
trying to
Tate
find.
talks like this.
But
Talks like
what
this.
is it?
alpha
male.
I like Bugattis.
But he hits his T's like this, like up, like
Yeah,
got-
yeah, totally.
Like what you got to say about yourself?
Yeah,
And
got to say.
He's a despicable guy. But I also can't stop watching his videos. I watch every frame of content that this guy puts up, just because it makes me want to strangle him with his little.
You hate watch.
And-
You hate watch.
Yeah.
Oh, so hard. And he has a video where he says he was like, here's the thing: if a great white shark came on land, I kill the shark easily. I kill
What
the
if
shark.
he was in the water?
He goes,
That's like
if we were in the water, if we're in the water, I give myself a 50-50 chance. 50-50 chance, I win. It's going to be a good fight.
I love that you see like an endangered marine
He's
animal that's been beached. Your first thought.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
gonna-
will punch it in the
I'm
face.
just
I will
gonna
kick
kill
the
it.
shit out of this animal.
The guy's incredible.
Oh, how terrible.
He I don't know what I was going. I don't know where I was going with that.
No, I'm curious.
I was
Let's all stare at Alex
Yeah.
while he figures it out. No. Well, there's a couple of points that we want to hit. Clearly, we're having a great time.
The first one is
time
Andrew
flies.
Tate.
Andrew Tate is the one. The
I
first
wanted
one.
to make sure I got in my Andrew
You
Tate.
got your Andrew Tate podcast. So we're gonna switch back and forth. We just talked
Can we
about.
ask you
Wait, can I
questions
say one
too?
more thing about
Yeah,
Andrew
you can
Tate?
ask us
One of
questions.
these things I love, or not love, but that's so funny about Andrew Tate is that he's always talking about like God and how much he loves God, but then he's also like, I love Bugattis and having like 30 women at the same time, like all these things. Like it's just like, all
He's
right.
like, if
very-
I have
very
a wife,
godly
she needs to
man.
be okay with me fucking other women. Get over it.
Yeah.
It's
I
what
love
God
God.
It's like,
wants.
oh my god.
We're gonna go. We got plenty of beef on you. No, we don't.
Dirt?
Okay.
No. But there's a story that I want to run by Alex that I've heard
sure.
because I was talking to Gus.
Okay.
And maybe you've already talked about this on the Alakazam podcast.
Okay.
But I was like, you have any funny stories with Alex?
Yeah.
And she was like, well, we went to prom together.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Prom dates.
And she started laughing because I was like, what happened? And she's like, well, afterwards, we went to Times Square.
Oh my God. Yeah.
We went to Times Square and we took some pictures.
Yeah, hand it off.
And what happened there exactly?
So-
there was
Gus went to our school only for like one semester.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like that. It felt like she had gone to our school for like the entire time with us. She really like quickly
adapted.
assimilated.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ingratiated
but,
herself.
What?
I said ingratiated
Oh,
herself.
yeah,
Carry on.
exactly.
Yes.
So then when it came time for prom, we're like, we have to have Gus come to prom too. Like she can't not
Yeah,
come.
yeah.
And then we went to prom. You were at this prom. And it was, how would you describe it? It was not so, senior prom. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It was meh. It was meh.
It was meh.
It was very meh.
Sounds-
And the
As
year,
as
to the
most proms-
tiny
sounds
school.
steamy.
yeah. And
Yeah.
the year before, my prom date bailed on me the day before the prom, actually.
Oh.
She made up some excuse. She's like, "Oh, my dad like got into some fist fight or something, and he's a black guy." It sounded fake, to be honestly. And I'm like, "What does that have to do with you?"
Yeah,
I'm
my
not gonna
dad got
drop the
into a
name. I'll
fist
tell you
fight.
after. But
I know.
and then she was just like, "I can't go with you," so I had to go alone the year before. But I knew that Gus was not gonna bail on me, and Gus was wearing this white dress, so a lot of people on the street thought that we were getting married because I was in like a full tuxedo, and she was in like a white dress, and people were like going up to my parents, like taking photos, like congratulations, congratulations, you
Good
two."
job.
And then we ended up just leaving. Me, her, like a group ended up leaving. We went to Times Square, and then we started getting harassed by those people in the costumes, like Woody. Elmo, like they were, like we were surrounded, like we were encircled by Woody, Elmo, and Hello Kitty. And
we got a wedding.
yeah, literally. So we decided we're like, okay, we'll take a picture with you. And we take a picture, and they're like, that'll be $35. Like they wanted like so much money for the pictures, and it was an all around weird time. I think Ryan's actually gonna throw the photo up right now on the screen of us with Woody from Toy Story.
I'll quickly animate some.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
animate together the
Yeah.
scene for you
But
guys.
what
so you guys
Gus
get a
told
visual.
me was how it started. Was that you guys were taking just regular pictures of you guys?
Yeah,
and
we got
then
photo by
in
they
the
surrounded us.
background, there's like Elmo is crossing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
street.
Yeah.
And then he like his head wrenches around. And he's like
Springs at full speed.
Well, that's what happened.
Like
It started with Elmo, and then Woody from Toy Story has these huge bug eyes. So it goes, and then they all started walking over to us, and there's like kind of photo bombing us, and then trying to charge us for their photo bombs. So I don't know.
What do you do in a situation like that? How do you get out of that?
You pay them the money. And
You pay them the money.
It's
and
like
run.
it's like when you get mugged, you always just give the wallet and you say I don't,
Right,
I don't
you
want to get in trouble.
win,
so
you win.
You win. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you, Elmo?
Woody,
Spider-Man.
Elmo. Yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
You're like they have powers.
Yeah.
I
So you
can't
know what?
compete.
I let them. You win this round, Elmo.
Won the battle, not the war.
Yeah, exactly.
You start being in the background of pictures they're taking with other families.
Yeah, I photobomb them.
Charging
I
them.
wrench my head around and I'm like,
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that you've been through so much.
I listen, taking a
Life
photo.
is
I don't know.
Yeah.
Alex
a
has been
difficult
Alex
time.
has been through a lot.
Well, Ephraim, you're the one who's living below the poverty line. Right?
I am
Extreme poverty, so I don't know. You don't have to say anything about it.
Guys, on paper only.
Yeah.
Only on the W-2.
Only on the W-2. If you want a real example of me living on the poverty line, I've been looking. Don't look at me like, what are you going to
I'm
say
looking at
next?
you like that
That's what I was
too.
gonna say.
Yeah.
What are you going to say now?
I have a
was
very
about
nice
to-
apartment.
What I was about to say. I started looking at. If fans of the podcast know that I have this fantasy of buying a home.
Oh.
And
Like
so,
not renting, buying.
buying, yes. The only jip there is that I don't have
I
any
think
money
that's
to do
not
it.
the politically correct term, Ephraim.
Oh no, what is it? I can't do that anymore?
What happened?
Yeah, they say
It's a slur.
I didn't know that, but apparently it's a slur against
Oh,
gypsy.
because
apologize.
of gypsy? Oh, I'm so
Apologize
sorry
now.
there,
Yeah,
guys.
look into the camera.
Guys, I'm
into-
so sorry. I didn't know that was what that means. Wow.
Oh.
Well, the only jip there is...
Even you're gonna get us canceled. First, I'm canceled by Will Smith definitely
Yeah.
already, and now
Yeah.
all of
Will
the
Smith's coming out.
Romani
Andrew Tate, too.
community
All the
and
Romani
Andrew
community.
Tate.
Andrew
You know,
Tate.
No, I'm
this-
sorry.
All the Andrew Tate.
The only
You'll never work a
Yes.
day in this business
I'll
anymore.
never work a day in Romania.
Andrew Tate and
Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
He's currently
Yeah,
living
he's
in
Romanian.
Romania.
Oh,
he's
he's
no,
Romanian.
he's currently living in Romania. A lot of people think because he's a sex offender and he doesn't want to get tried.
Yeah, I
in
think
the
he has like
no.
some
I
sex
didn't know he
trafficking
did
charges.
No,
yeah.
he's really a terrible guy.
Yeah.
And
No.
he makes most of his money off of like Romanian casinos and stuff.
Is that true?
Romanian casinos, and he has businesses where he like manages OnlyFans girls. So he gets
so
like,
he's like an
commission.
OnlyFans pimp. Because I
He's-
thought
no,
OnlyFans
he's
was the whole
like-
point.
I know
that it was
a guy-
supposed to
I
be
know,
there
I-
aren't any more
yeah.
people like that.
Yeah, no, this guy's
know guys
this
that do
guy's
that.
He's somehow.
disgusting.
It's like how Uber, then somebody will buy a bunch of cars and then be a cab company through Uber.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's pretty
It's like,
fucked
you
up
wanna
too.
you wanna own a home.
I did
Yeah.
not anymore.
Ethan wants to own a
The
home
only-
and,
the only
and
catch
use
was that
slurs.
I
and-
wanted to do.
and-
I wanted to own a home. Omaha. I wanted to
That's
own
probably
a
where you'll
home.
be able to
That's
own a
where I
home.
will go. Actually, I wanted to own a home, so I've been going around, and I don't have any
Guys,
money
I just
to
spilled
do this.
water on myself. So if you just
know,
cut
why
to me
don't
and
you
I have
take over?
if you have a big stain on my shirt, that's why. Continue with the home.
Back to you. No, it's good. So I've been going around, and I have this real estate agent now who's taking me around that I met while I went off of the app, and I found this apartment that was going for like $100,000, which is not bad. An apartment that was being sold for $100,000.
Everybody's reaction to that should be, "What's wrong with it?"
Where is the apartment?
The apartment was it's like East 115th Street.
You just doxed yourself. I said I didn't want to dox you earlier.
I know.
Email.
Again,
that's not
guys,
where I-
what is wrong with it?
Again,
That's where you're going to be
I
living
got
soon.
there. It was a studio apartment.
Yeah.
I got there. It was maybe the size of this room.
Yep.
And both of the windows had been broken.
And I
you're
really
moving
am
in next
sure.
week.
I really am sure that like the maintenance HOA fees were like $7,000 a month.
Yeah, exactly.
I really am positive.
I'll tell you, if I'm gonna do a good job selling this apartment, the HOA fee and the maintenance was $750.
$7.50.
$7.
Yeah.
That's why they can't afford to fix the window.
Yeah, there you go.
But I walked in there and I guess, okay, so there's no heat, there's no nothing. We can't even put a lock on the door. Yeah.
Wow.
And there's still a part of my mind that's like, I think it's a fixer upper.
Yeah. You know, if we just redecorated, maybe.
It's got good bones.
Yeah.
And I still am joking because I don't have money for that.
I told you, just hold on.
Just hold on
If
for
you
a
want to
bit.
rent a little bit, rent for a year or two.
Yeah, but it's
you'll
fun.
Be okay.
It's fun to wander around. I always thought it was a good date idea to like go and look at
That's
That
moving
apart- that specific
very
apartment?
fast.
Yeah.
If somebody said, "Let's go on a date," it's a surprise, and they were like, "We're going to
With broken windows and there is glass on the
so
floor.
bad. Even if they were beautiful and really nice apartments, I feel like that would be a lot.
No, but didn't we? A buddy of ours once. I won't say his name.
Yeah, but he did that as a
he
date.
did it, but he didn't do it the way you did it. He went on a date with a person, and they pretended to be like multi-millionaires, and they were looking at places that they definitely. And they're of course they're.
That's
Wait,
if
they're
if
like
you
20
yeah.
kind of are like, we're gonna.
Yeah, we're
It's
gonna.
It's like
Rather
going
like
to
one
a fancy
part.
store and
Yeah.
trying on the
That's
clothes.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like a role-playing
It
situation.
was a role-playing situation, and then afterwards he was a nurse. No, but I've always thought that would be kind of a fun thing. But I would
Yeah,
be
that
too
is-
much.
Then
I'd be
afterwards,
too
he
much
went
of
to
a
an apartment
chicken.
on
I think.
105th Street and
Yeah.
slept there the whole night, and then did it again every day of the year.
I saw an apartment. There's a building, kind of in. Well, I won't dox either of us, but I know we live
Yeah,
where I
no.
grew up.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
In the
Big day for
tri-state
dogs.
area.
Very
Yeah.
big day for doxing. There's a building that I'll tell you after I get what
Okay,
building
sure.
it is, but it's beautiful, and I always would pass by. So I was like,
Oh.
oh, I'm gonna look up the apartment. It was like $80 million.
Yep.
Oof.
No, it couldn't.
No.
It was yeah. It was probably like
That's so.
Something like
That
that.
just makes my heart
It
palpitate.
really,
there.
it's like it really is.
And there are there are places. Like
I'm like,
I
I'll
don't
never be
understand
able to own anything. in
How
my
people
life.
like can afford something like that,
It's impossible.
and that kind
Real
of money
estate
they're just
crash.
like anyway.
Your underwear rentals.
Underwear winter. They that kind of money is OnlyFans pimp money.
Yeah.
Maybe we're doing the wrong thing.
Ethan,
We
have
need
you
to
ever
get
thought about
ourselves
being a
casino.
pimp?
I don't think I have the backbone for it.
Okay.
I think I have the people pleasing energy.
Okay.
The way you the both of you were just like, yeah, makes sense. But anyway, so we've talked about we've got Alex there. I want to talk a little bit about.
We've got Alex there.
We've got Alex there. I'm done with him. No,
I'll just move the mic stand out of the way.
We're coming back.
You're dismissed.
We're going to come back around in a second because we're going to talk about what both of you are working on. But people, fans of the podcast, fans of this episode right now, will be watching,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, Samantha Brooks."
Hold on, Brooks.
What Brooks? What is
Brooks.
Does that mean anything?
What is that? Who's
And
that?
it is true that you are the creator of the brook.
Oh yeah. It's like a small stream.
Yeah,
is
no,
the-
something of an
yeah.
estuary.
The water.
Yeah.
yes.
No, you have some fancy relatives. We don't want to put you on the spot, but
I know you said that before.
I know we don't want to put you on the spot. But do you have a fun story about how Blazing Saddles?
I thought you were gonna how you came to be born. Like
How you came to be born?
How I came to be born? Well, I was conceived in Seattle.
Oh.
I know that now against my will.
Oh, wait a minute. That actually sounds like a better story.
What's the question though?
No, there isn't any real question. I guess it's just kind of like, does it feel? How does it feel to like? I don't know. Do you go and hang out with your grandpa ever and be like, you're part of
What's Mel
Hollywood-
Brooks like?
What's
is
he
the
like?
question.
Well, I just
You just know him as Pop.
that's what she.
no. One time I was at a restaurant and he was like, I said something like, "Oh, Grandpa, like what's something?" And he's in the middle of the restaurant. He said, "Don't call me Grandpa!" And the entire restaurant turned around
Why?
Why was he? Is he a?
to just put me on the spot.
Oh.
This was a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, so what do you?
Don't ever
but-
call me that.
Oh, so you actually do call him Grandpa?
Yes.
He was just being okay.
Yes, I do.
I thought he was like, "That's Pop to you."
That's Peepop.
Yeah, Grandpappy.
That's pee pee and poo poo. No.
Take your Baba and go.
That's why I have like issues where I need to have a baba because I've been stunted in my youth.
No, you're talking to two stunteds
he's
right now.
He's my
Perfectly fine.
oops, sorry. He's my pal. We're good friends. And
Do
we hang out a lot.
Does he ever
When
like?
I'm in LA.
Yeah, when you're in LA.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I grew up in New York. I was born here, so
Yeah.
growing up, there was like that side of life, and then this side, which was the majority of the time.
Sure.
And I think that was really good for me because
Yeah.
I would have these brief moments of a lot of cameras and a lot of attention and people coming up to our family and pretending that I mattered to them in some way
Paparazzi.
just to show interest.
Yeah.
And then it was over so fast.
Yeah.
And I love
got
that
hooked.
it ended so fast. Right.
You
Yeah. And then I became addicted and I'm always chasing that everywhere I go.
Do you guys? Yeah.
I'll put you on the spot because like my grandpa, he was just a guy from the Bronx, right? He was
Yeah.
not Mel Brooks, but he had like catchphrases, right?
Uh-huh.
He would say "Cripes Almighty,"
Yeah.
and he would, like if a kid started crying, he'd be like "Bite the bullet." He had like little
like
grandpa
Bite the
phrases. Like everybody's
Yeah.
grandpa has like some.
Uh-huh.
Does he have any of those? Can you think of any?
I mean, his main thing
Don't
he
call me
says, he goes,
grandpa.
"It's all good, all the time. It's all good."
It's all good.
Yeah, no matter
Dash
what's
Mel
going on.
Brooks.
I'm like bleeding out of my.
You should throw that up on the screen. Right?
My
It's all good.
intestines are coming. It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all.
And I mean, I think I do the same thing when I'm very I'll be anxious. I'm like, everything's fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
All good. It's
so
all
sorry.
good.
What will be will be.
No, he's very
Case
sweet.
of
When I was going through the like college application process and was just a mess and thinking I was gonna never go anywhere in life. I was crying in the kitchen about everything, and he just walked in, took a Malamar. Do you guys know what the
I
is?
love me a Malamar.
We're gonna put a picture. We're gonna put a picture.
Kids in the comments section. What do you think about Malamar is?
Guys, we're not even going to use footage. We're just going to use images.
It's kind of an old candy confection.
It's a confection. It's delicious.
And
a graham cracker cookie topped with a marshmallow dipped in chocolate.
Yeah.
Nothing
and he just
wrong
sort of took a butter knife, cut it in half, and like pushed it across the table to me.
That's really
very
sweet. That's very sweet.
sweet.
Do you guys ever think we're getting arrested out there, or
No,
the chain gang is coming through?
Someone's stealing my motorcycle.
It's Andrew Tate. Do you guys ever think? I wonder about this myself. Do you think you could live in LA? You think you get called out there? I know you're like, oh sure.
I totally could.
You think you could?
100%. I've said it for years. I'm a lock to live in LA for 2 to 3 years of my life. I might be 65, or it could be next year. Who knows? But I'm a lock to live there for 2 to 3 years. But I am a New Yorker.
You are a New Yorker, born and raised.
my answer.
What about you, Alex? You think you could do it?
I like LA. At one point, I was thinking of moving there, but then COVID happened. I was going to move right after graduation.
What's that?
But yeah,
Next time I go,
what's
Alex is coming with me.
yeah. I really like.
good.
I really like LA.
Well,
I
where's
feel
our
like,
invite?
He's moving in with me. Oh.
I feel like my.
Oh, guys.
I feel like I'm very much like a New Yorker, though. Like I feel like my
Yeah.
home
Me
is
too.
very much New York. But I do like LA. I want to spend some, extended time there. But
I love La La.
Yeah.
La La.
La La
La La Land.
La La Land. I'll
California.
tell you. Everybody says
Rest
it's.
in peace.
Everybody says I want to go to LA. I want to go to New York. Me,
You can't.
it's
do
always Little Rock, Arkansas. It's always been Little Rock,
That's your
Arkansas.
house in Omaha.
That's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
house in
yeah.
Omaha, exactly. I bet I could get a place there with only one broken window.
You have a shop where you sell like tinctures that you make yourself. I can see you doing that.
Can we
On, like,
go
a
back to
college campus.
Malamars?
And you're like the
Oh,
the
guys,
herbalist.
it's Ephraim the tincture man.
No, but actually though,
I've got a little cart there.
I feel like you'd
Yeah, you develop a Russian
No,
accent.
I've got a cauldron
Yeah.
on the thing.
I want to see you be like a male witch.
Oh, I'd
Is
like
that
to
bad
be.
to say a male witch?
No,
It's actually
a-
If I can
Warlock.
say
Yeah, yeah.
Romani
No, not the way
slurs,
he
I think
does
you could
it.
say a male
Yeah.
witch.
Yeah. I learned about
I
the
can see
word
that for you.
warlock
I
from.
can see that. I'm very flattered. Thank you. Thank you.
You ever watch that Scooby Doo movie where it's the witch's ghost?
Oh, and she it's like she comes back on Thanksgiving or whatever.
Yeah, and then the twist is that it's not the woman who's a witch, but it's the guy who's the witch. And he's
Yeah.
a warlock.
Well, spoilers for
I
Scooby
am
Doo and the Witch's
legend.
Ghost.
I'll have you know you've just taken that from me.
Sorry, but honest, this is a true recommendation for all the listeners and watchers.
Yeah.
watch
Mom?
it's Scooby Doo. Watch Zombie Island.
Oh, Zombie
a
Island.
great Scooby Doo.
Very scary.
animated movie.
Right.
Yeah,
Genuinely
really
very
good.
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put it on the list.
I never saw that movie Last Night in Soho. You guys seen that movie?
I did see that movie.
I didn't
But
see
I
that.
did receive a text that said it's just Scooby Doo Zombie Island,
Really?
and I don't know what that means, and I haven't seen
Okay,
it
wait.
yet.
I wish I had seen
So
it.
I don't know how to.
I have seen both. That is not one that I would compare to the other. But I mean,
I hope
brilliant.
whoever said that is trying to become a film critic.
Wait,
That is
Ephraim, I
just-
have a question.
Yeah.
In the
Scooby-Doo
Edgar Wright
Zombie
movie,
Island.
no,
Yeah.
is there a good guy character that's like a twist kind of villain?
What in Last Night in Soho?
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
It's
Yes.
Scrappy Doo.
Yeah.
It's Scrappy
It's
Doo.
Rowan Atkinson. They take his face off and it's Scrappy.
But that's not the Zombie Island, right? When the live action one, or is that Zombie Island?
That was Spooky Island.
That's
or
Spooky
something.
Island.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about Zombie Island, the
Oh.
animated. The
Oh
animated.
no, I meant
that's
Spook.
Spooky
Sorry,
Island.
sorry, guys.
My mic is full.
Spook-
Correction.
Yes.
Yeah, Samantha,
Spooky
get it.
Island.
Spooky Island.
That's
Yes.
like the same thing.
That is the same thing. You know, I had a girlfriend that was obsessed with the live action Scooby Doo
They're
movies.
good.
Can you give me a hint? Which one?
The one that was obsessed with all the other stuff.
Which of these many
That could be any of them. Yeah.
many girlfriends?
That could be any of them.
Ephraim's a heartthrob, guys. My mic is.
I
falling
sure
apart.
am.
Yeah, I do.
What's going on here?
It's faulty construction work by me. We're good. We're back in business.
Did you see that James Gunn said that he would be open to doing another live action Scooby Doo movie?
Did he really?
Yeah.
Is he sure?
Can I just say so? I feel like James Gunn is open to most things. No, I don't know.
I like James Gunn.
I think he's a real fun guy.
Yeah.
I think he's a real fun guy. I did not like the live-action Scooby-Doo movies. They scared me.
They scared me as a kid.
Yeah.
The Luna Ghost
Yeah.
was
It was
terrifying.
scary.
Yeah.
When Scrappy Doo, guys, spoilers, but when Scrappy Doo turns into the big monster at the end, that freaked me the fuck out.
Really?
Yeah, I was
I'm
like,
not a scary
that's
movie
not...
guy. I liked that part.
You did like that part?
I liked it.
Brian, can you do your best Scrappy Doo impression?
Is that because I already sound like him? Is that what you're
No,
getting at?
I'm just curious.
I'll
Is that
do
what you're
mine
getting at?
after.
And then
I'll
Samantha,
do mine,
yeah.
but you do it first.
I want you to do it first.
It's like, yeah, let me at him.
Hello, I'm Scrappy. Come on, guys, let's. It's me, Scrappy Doo.
Who is the little girl that lives in the plaza in New York?
It's me, Scrappy Doo. I'm a dog and I take over people's bodies.
Who is? I don't know the rest of that song.
Ricky Gervais.
What?
Ricky Gervais has a bit too. Where
he does that?
He'll go on a talk show and he'll be like, people don't realize it, but I'm an impressionist. And he'll be like, just name any
Yeah, he
impression.
stole that from me.
Yeah, I know. You're like, name any impression.
You're gonna
Give
say
me-
he's an atheist.
Give it what?
Oh, yeah, could you do Stallone?
Sure. He'll be like,
Yeah, I'm Stallone.
yeah, I'm still. That's a Ricky Gervais. It's not me doing a bit.
You know they originally wanted Stallone to be Superman?
Is that true?
That is true. I'm learning all
Well,
this
that'd be
because I'm doing a
terrible.
superhero tour on my tour guide.
Well, thank God.
Uh-huh.
We know about Nick
choose that.
Cage's Superman. They wanted Nicolas Cage to be Superman.
Yeah?
And they actually did I think they
Oh,
did
I
a screen
see.
test with him. They have photos of him
Yeah.
online.
Really?
That Ryan's going to throw up on the screen of Nick Cage as Superman.
Yeah, they did. They wanted Nick Cage. They wanted Stallone. They wanted Muhammad Ali. They wanted him to be Superman at one point.
That's pretty cool.
Which was pretty
That would
cool.
be that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted everybody except Christopher Reeves, who eventually who was the one that they gave it to.
Pretty good.
But since we're talking about projects and casting and whatnot, now you're not going to tell us about what you're doing, but you are doing something exciting.
Well, we can't give any details. out 'cause we're
Well,
Samantha and I are pitching
we're
a show.
pitching a show right now.
That's all we can say.
And you're getting some
doing other stuff.
You're
It's
doing
good.
you're doing other stuff too,
Yeah.
clearly. But you're getting some traction with it. So I guess what I'm curious about. Don't tell people what they're doing, what it's about. But can you give us a little hint about like some tips or whatever about pitching? Or can you tell us a little bit about what your experience?
Our target audience is people who are struggling, right? And so they want to give us some tips on what's the secret to pitching.
Because you told me the other day, and then you also told me that he was lying about it. But you told me,
Wait, what?
You told me that you guys had a pitch, and you were
She didn't
told.
say happy birthday.
Yeah, she also didn't say happy birthday.
She didn't say-
That you guys were pitching, and you were told that it was the best pitch that they'd received in 4 years.
That's true.
That is
That
true.
was true?
That
Because
was
right
true.
immediately after he told me that, you're like, did he tell you that? Because that's completely untrue.
I think I was probably lying.
That did
Okay, so
happen.
you're the liar. Okay, great.
But
I just like to be like Alex.
Contrary.
I just like
You just-
the idea of Alex, like you thinking that Alex would make up something that makes himself look really good.
but it makes you look good.
I know, but I'm willing to take the
Oh, you
fall
take the
to make
fall.
you look
Yeah.
worse.
It's
Because that's so funny.
robbing
Yeah.
Peter
That-
to
that
pay
is
Paul.
true.
That is true. Okay, so
Yeah.
you best pitch in 4 years. How'd you do it?
I have no idea. How did
I have no idea.
know.
We have no idea. We just went through our pitch deck. And
No tips.
and that was, you know,
We were.
We tried, guys.
yeah, I think Samantha and
Yeah.
I are very good, we can be very good in pitch meetings.
I think when we pitch, I did the best. We get to the. I don't feel
Why don't you
uncomfortable
say it?
pitching in front of Alex to
Okay.
two people.
And then,
Like if
me,
I
Baba.
sometimes when you're around someone that is intimidating or
Yeah.
you're like around someone you want to impress,
Right.
there are people that you know that might make you feel more nervous trying to impress someone or trying to perform, and then there are people that make you more comfortable.
Mhm.
And I feel very comfortable trying to show all the good things about myself and show someone why they should buy something from me when Alex is around. Like
Well-
he makes me stronger and he makes me more confident. Some people don't. Sometimes I feel like
Yeah.
every word I say, they're judging me or they
Wow.
know that I'm just trying to seem cool.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way.
yeah,
When
I
we
feel the
pitch
same way
together-
too. Like I definitely would be more nervous going to these meetings if I didn't have Samantha going into them.
Me too.
with
Oh,
me,
how
yeah.
sweet.
That's really.
And we
I
just
wish that was
rehearsed
us.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
It's Ephraim and I wish.
We should do a Nathan Fielder rehearsal for the pitch
Well,
meetings.
what a great. Have you been watching those?
What?
The rehearsal?
No, I'm not.
You would love
no,
that.
I finished Umbrella Academy.
Oh, that's good.
Well, that's the
I
same
haven't
thing.
watched that.
It's basically the
Yeah,
same
it's
thing.
the same
You
They
both
had
learn about-
rehearsals for Umbrella Academy. Okay, so what? I guess just like find a collaborator that you really
That
love.
you trust and that you can feel comfortable with. And I think we're honest with each other. So afterwards, if we think something went well or didn't go well, we don't get offended.
Yeah.
To be
Right.
honest about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Samantha will be like, do this next time, and I'll tell her, do this next time, and it'll, it's fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
And we just rehearse it, and I don't know. I think it's not so great to try to come up with jokes ahead of time and then deliver those jokes
Yeah,
to try to
but,
make them
yeah.
laugh.
Yeah.
Kind of organically happens, but we do have a script. I mean, we do it on Zoom. This is the first time we've ever pitched anything,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and we've done it all on Zoom, which has been a real godsend because we have the notes up and we just know what we're going to say at each.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
pitched you and you're watching this, we
We didn't have any notes up.
No,
Yeah,
it
we
was-
had no
it was
notes
all
at
off
all.
the
It was
cuff.
all off
It
the
was all
cuff.
It was all
Yeah.
improv. There isn't even a script.
Also, if you
Oh, but
It wasn't
actually,
a script,
I
it was-
do
yeah.
think something that I didn't know before we pitched that is valuable is that you think people only care about your idea and how profitable it is and how interesting it is, but they also really care about why you like what you're doing, how you got to know the person that you're pitching with or working with.
Yeah.
And so we've ended up having a lot of conversations about our friendship, what the story means to us on a personal level, why this
Really?
story, how these characters are based on our real life experiences.
It's like the
Yeah.
why you question. Like, why are you
and people
making
actually
Yeah.
care, and
Right.
they
They
say,
care
"Oh, that's
a lot.
interesting that you guys." Even one of the themes in our show is feeling like an outcast, and one of the things we've talked about a lot in our meetings is how we found each other
Yeah.
and wished we'd known each other sooner, and then related to each other so much and wished that we'd had that in high school.
yeah.
We
Freshman
became
year of
friends
college,
after,
yeah.
Right.
after high school, even though we'd known each other for a
Yeah.
few years.
We became friends freshman year of college
Yeah.
just on
But we didn't go
FaceTime
to the
pretty
same.
much.
we didn't go to the
Because
same school.
we both freshman year, like, I had a rough time socially because
Yeah.
it was just hard to
sure.
find people that I liked. So Samantha and I would pretty much spend sometimes like most of the day just like on FaceTime with each
FaceTime.
other and just like becoming friends that way.
That's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah.
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 It's badass.
That's like that's
It's
sick.
bad.
That's badass.
righteous. Right on.
Righteous.
Yeah.
No, that is
Yeah.
like I can imagine that would be a very like that. I think a lot of people in positions of accepting pitches and hearing out pitches were probably like that too, like when they were younger, and they were probably want to
Yeah.
hear. I think that's a nice
It's
thing
not
to
as
hear.
cutthroat and evil as it sometimes
Ah.
feels when you're
No.
approaching people and
Yeah.
you feel like everybody just wants to make money. And people in the entertainment industry who have been working for a long time on a creative side
Yeah.
are jaded because they are, of course, going through a lot of rejection and have been through a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
But everyone we talked to has been so nice
Yeah.
and supportive, and it really feels like they care about the people they're meeting with as people.
Wow.
Because you are,
Yeah.
as much as you're selling a project, you're also selling yourself as someone.
Yeah, it's
Right.
like,
To
do
work
we want to
with
work
and-
with you? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Especially because we're pitching to studios, not just networks, so it's people that would be.
Yeah. No, it would
On
be.
the
They would
actual
actually be
production
working.
side,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's like, and that almost makes maybe that's another tip too. Is maybe you start with a studio instead of going straight to like some kiddo being like, I'm gonna take this straight to Netflix.
I think for animation, in
You say
our
it again?
experience,
I feel like it's a stronger pitch
Yeah.
to a network if you come in with a production wing already.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'd say so. Go and find a production company. How about that, huh?
Yeah.
Easier said than
Maybe
done.
just
Yeah.
just do it.
Just do.
How about that?
Hey, what's his name? Shia LaBeouf. Just do it, huh?
Just do it.
Just do it. That was popular
old
in
is that video?
2014.
Is it 2014?
Very chuggy reference. even.
Yeah, it was an old days. Guys, I'm canceled.
Well, you
Digging
were
up
using
his old
slurs
tweets.
earlier.
I know
Oh,
exactly.
dear.
Well, what do you since we're already canceled? Do you want to do some questions?
You figure it's a
Yeah.
good
Let's
idea,
get to
though?
know each
Do you think
other.
it's best for everyone involved if we do that, though?
I would really love it. I think it's
Okay.
best for everyone involved if we did that.
All right, guys. As
Stupid
always,
thing.
Okay.
we have a special segment. We use a website called Random Word Generator. They have a segment called Random Question Generator.
They sure do.
And it allows me to type in the number 10, and it generates 10 random questions out of
Okay.
thin air. And it's your guys' job to answer them truthfully. You can't make shit up.
Don't make it
but as
up.
quickly as possible. It's a rapid fire
Okay.
segment.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in Z-Way right now.
It's true, but
We're gonna time you.
the
I
catch
love
is that
Z-Way.
Me
nobody's
too.
ever done it in under like 4 minutes. And
But if it's
Yeah.
two of us, how do we do it?
So
We're
what we're
gonna
gonna do is
alternate.
Do we get
you'll
8 minutes?
alternate. You
you
each
guys
get 5.
do rock
Okay.
paper
Tag
scissors
team.
to see who goes first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
If you actually want to. I don't.
Okay, to a paper tie. Samantha wins. So does that mean you want to go first or second?
I'll go second
I
because
wanted to go
want
first.
Okay.
there
I
you
want
go.
to
Wow.
hear. I want to have a second to.
And everybody wins situation.
Okay,
if
but
you
here's the
will.
thing: you're not going to have a second to hear the question. You get you get a whole new question.
I know, but I just want
Yeah.
to see how much
What's
he
he gonna
panics.
do? Yeah.
Say less.
And then do
Say less. Say no more.
Okay.
All right. I've got the timer
You ready?
ready and rearing.
Samantha Brooks, Alex Steinberg.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gotta be him first. Ready? Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Alex, what's your story about breaking the law?
I've trespassed before.
Okay.
Cool, but what's the
Where?
story? Where did you go?
Yeah, where's the story?
There
Bad
are the.
story.
I don't want to tell. I'm not going to tell the story. I don't want to get arrested.
Samantha, what's the most amount of money you've ever found? What was the situation?
I found $100 when I was learning to drive in upstate New York outside of a deli that I had just gotten a sandwich at. And then my mom went in and she was like, did anyone lose money? And they were like, absolutely not. And then I got to keep the $100.
Did you make that up?
No.
Okay.
Wait, I want to make something clear. I did not trespass on someone's private property. I did not trespass on private property.
It's the past. You've already trespassed. You're going to prison.
okay.
Go.
Yeah, we have to take.
It's not a criminal trespass.
Alex, what animal do you think best reflects your personality?
An elephant.
Why?
Because I like elephants. That's my answer.
That's a strong one.
An elephant would say that.
Such an elephant thing to say.
What do you think is the most useful skill to know?
Probably to really deeply understand other people.
Oh, how beautiful. Oh,
Kind of, I don't know.
To find $100.
Skill in the wilderness, no, but in my life, for sure.
all right, cool.
Okay, good.
Alex, what is the last big argument you got into, and who was it with?
I was arguing with my mom because our dog was in the car.
I was there.
And Samantha was in the car and witnessing this, and we were both arguing. We didn't know how to cool him down because the air conditioning in the car was broken. So I was giving him water. She was more ice pack route. So
Was it like bloodthirsty? Was it
hard
bad?
to
No,
argument?
he was. Theo was fine. Shout out Theo. Throw up a photo of him.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Theo, you're welcome on the podcast.
Yeah.
Samantha, what's the most interesting thing you have in your pockets right now?
I don't have anything in my pockets.
All right, so nothing
Man,
interesting.
what would be an interesting thing if you had it in your pocket?
In my pocket?
What do you like? Is there a time that you had something cool?
I'll tell you something super weird.
Oh.
When I was a kid, I always had emotional attachments to inanimate objects, and I would have like empathy for objects.
Oh,
And so
classic.
sometimes I would just like collect little things that had sentimental value. So I would carry like a leaf in my bag for like forever. Like trash. Like
That's
literal
actually
trash.
very sweet.
Like,
That's
because
very-
I would
that
see
is
something on the
sweet.
street, like I once saw like a little wheel that wasn't attached to anything, and it just broke my heart.
Yeah.
And then I carried it around in my like knockoff blue and white striped faux leather like Chinatown purse for like a whole year.
Wow. Okay.
So it was always.
Would you
a
ever
thing
just
of,
take it out and just hold it?
Whisper sweet nothings.
No, I actually had to get over that because I would get emotional. This is like I cry at the
That's
dinosaur show. Everything
Yeah.
makes me sad.
No,
yeah.
that makes me
I have empathy for like extending beyond people
Every
sometimes,
rich
and I
thing.
get.
I actually had a similar thing when I was younger. I would get attached sometimes to like food on my plate. So like if I had like 5 pieces of broccoli, I'd
Yeah.
project that like this is a family of
This is a
broccoli. There's a
family.
mom, a dad, a kids. So if I only ate like 2 of them, then it would be like separating the children from the. This
You
is
gotta
not. This is
murder
not
all
right.
of them at
This
once.
is yeah. So if you eat them all, then they're all together in my stomach together. But then I can't separate the family. This is.
I'll
really
actually
bad.
have you know I still have that.
Oh, okay.
All right, keep moving. It's not about me. Go.
Have you ever had or witnessed a drop the mic moment?
Ooh,
Sometimes they get a little clunky.
a little.
Have
Probably.
you ever
Like
had
some-
or
I don't
witnessed
know.
a drop the mic
you have.
moment?
Somebody
Like
that
what?
like really nailed
Oh,
somebody.
you had a mic
Boom.
drop moment
Boom.
with me. Remember when I first toured the school?
Yeah, so that's your mic drop moment. So tell it.
What happened?
I think it's better if Samantha tells
No,
it.
I'm not
because it's
taking it.
about me.
Alex was really cool because
Yeah.
when he toured our high school, one of my friends was like, "Oh, tell me about the parties at your school." And he was like, "I don't know. I'm not cool." And I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
you can just say that."
Oh,
I was like,
wow.
"I'm not cool. I don't go to parties." I was like, "Whoa."
I probably do have actual mic drop moments.
Cool.
I'm just not remembering because I'm so on the spot.
That's fair enough.
It's
That's
okay.
fair enough. That is a mic
We-
drop,
we-
bro.
we-
And if that's an indication earlier in the Alakazam theme song, I am the lame one.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Take it. Say it ain't so. What's something that you think you may have been the only person in the world to ever do?
Only person in the world to ever do. Oh, well, this isn't a specific thing, but I think the way my body functions and the way I feel internally is like I'm the only person in the entire world who feels that way. And I feel that way every single day. I have very strange intuitive things, and like physical sensations, and I've done so much research about them. I won't get into like the specifics of it because it could be a whole conversation, but I'll do research on the way that I process certain things. And I've never been able to find an article, a medical journal about anyone who's ever experienced things the way I do.
Can you like shoot fire out of your
Yeah.
eyes? What can you do?
I fucking wish. I just feel that a lot.
Oh my God.
But I've had specific sensations
Yeah.
and ways of processing like emotion or reacting to what I'm reading, or like I'll have physical responses to external stuff.
Yeah.
And I do research. I'm like, what is this? What does that mean? And I've never been able to find anything as specific as what I feel. Yeah.
Well, the listening audience, if you can
Listening
help
on
out,
if you got an idea, that's something.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ari Grossman might have something. She's kind of
I'm sure
spiritual. She would
it
know
might
something.
exist. I'm not saying it would. I just have never been. It's interesting.
Right.
When you're like, I've never been able to find anything that matches what I'm feeling.
Ari, if you're watching, tell us what you're seeing while this is going on.
What thing from childhood do you still enjoy to this day?
Chocolate milk.
That's so good.
True.
Chocolate milk
That's
is
so
great.
good. After that answer,
After that incredible,
It's great.
what do you chocolate milk?
It's great.
That's very good. Okay, last one.
If you had the chance, if you had to change the language you speak, which one would you choose?
If I had to,
Yeah.
so I can't speak.
You must.
British
Oh my God.
English.
Yeah, literally. Oh, I love English so much. I love it
My
as
answer
a
would be
language
German.
so much, but probably like French because it's
French is
Big.
Pretty.
French
stupid
is cool.
answer.
Woo!
Yeah.
We did it. We
In
did
under
it.
4
Oh wait. Oh,
minutes.
that's stop the clock. But we do. We have a bonus
We have a
question
bonus
for both
one.
of you.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What is a relationship? Do you recognize this question? It's
Oh,
from.
is this
our
our
question?
Yeah.
What is it? It's
That's very Jewish.
What's
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What's that? That's from Coming to America.
Yeah.
Is the spoon?
Yeah.
What's a relationship that is important to you guys? You guys ask it better than I ever will. So
Yeah.
what is the question you ask at the end of every podcast?
I want to watch you struggle. with it.
I think you just did. I think you did, and you've had your fill.
You want to ask the question?
Samantha, would you like to ask the question of the show?
Our question is, what is a friendship that has impacted your life?
Yeah.
What is a friendship that is
But
impacted
when we
your life?
ask it, if we have two guests, which sometimes we do, we ask that it isn't
the two of
them.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's.
No, well, we don't we already know that how you guys have
Yeah,
impacted
so
each
I mean,
other.
if we wanna
all
talk about
bets
it
are
more.
off.
Uh-huh.
on this
So we have
podcast.
to talk about someone else?
Yeah, tell us a little.
Wow, I feel really on the
Do I
spot
have-
being
So
asked.
how about this? How about you
Do I have
answer
any other
honestly?
friends?
How about you guys answer honestly, and if it is each other,
Uh-huh.
I would
No, but
say
then
it
if
is.
we
would
don't-
but
okay,
it'd be,
I mean,
because it
yeah.
would be good TV if one of you picks the other and the other one doesn't.
We
You know
had
what
a
I mean?
guess.
So that's
We
what
had
I'm
a-
rooting for personally.
We did have that. Well,
Whatever. We had that.
Oh,
Should we say who it
we
was?
can say it because
Yeah, it's funny.
it does. It's just funny.
Yeah.
We had my uncle come on, and my aunt came on later. But the episode we haven't released that episode, and my aunt talked about my uncle and her friendship with her husband.
Yeah.
And he
Right.
talked about a man he met in the wilderness.
He's like, I met this man who now lives in Alaska, and he's in like a
It's
hut.
so
He's like, he's the
good.
coolest guy. He has like a machete and like everything.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
neither one of you were married. So.
That's true. Yeah.
that's funny.
All right. Well,
okay.
do
Well,
you
who
have,
is
do
it?
you have
Who is
anybody
it?
Well-
special that you would want to, I don't know, shout out?
I'd say Samantha. I would say
Wow.
Samantha. Samantha's my closest friend. We talk all the time, and I don't know. It's like we're such good friends that it's hard to like pinpoint like
Right.
stuff to even talk about. Like it's
I'm gonna give the sweetest, most sentimental answer.
Oh,
That's
give
gonna
it,
just
give
blow
it.
him out of the
Aw.
water. No, I want to see
Oh,
you
this is
be like.
beautiful.
no, give
I
it. Say it.
And chocolate
No,
milk.
I want you to keep saying stuff and not knowing how to say it.
I don't know. You say it.
Well, I feel like our friendship, and I've never said this before, so this will be the first time.
Exclusive.
I
This is
feel
exclusive.
like
This
I've
is gonna be
reached
on
a
Patreon.
different level of comfort with you after like 8 years of friendship.
Yeah.
That changed like a year and a half or 2 years ago. I reached a point in my own life when I was worrying about a lot of things where I just made a radical decision to be okay with all the people in my life abandoning me if it came to that, because I was so worried about being abandoned by everybody
Huh.
that I was like, you know what, if everybody stops being my friend today, but I don't have to worry about being abandoned, that's actually better than
Yeah.
than worrying about being abandoned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And making that choice really changed a lot of my relationships and my friendships. And I think there was a moment when I was like, I mean, not that I actually thought you would ever abandon me, but I was like, you know what, if that happened, I'm just going to be who I am 100%. And if that leads to my being abandoned, so be it. And
Yeah.
it didn't. And then
Yeah.
I did that, and I was that. I don't think anyone even notices that when you do it,
Uh-huh.
because most people are like, oh, well, you're just
It's
being
like a
yourself.
mental
It's
clock,
all
but
internal, because
yeah.
all those fears are just made up. They're inside
Right.
yourself.
That's great.
But I
That's a
made
really-
that
yeah.
change, and then Alex didn't abandon me.
I also feel like.
Oh,
Ew.
how sweet.
goodness.
But it was I think that like deepened our friendship
Yeah.
at that time, because then I just felt like any like lingering bit of performing or putting in effort to like put up a mask or present a certain way just run away.
Yeah.
And now I would never do that.
No, and
Yeah.
I agree. I actually agree with that. And
Ever.
I kind of
How
noticed that
sweet.
change too. Like even like
Really?
no, like a little bit. And I even
Ew.
no, but like even like Samantha was at my house like a couple of weeks ago, and we were supposed to edit something together, and I just like fell asleep.
Oh
Like
my
I just
God,
fell
yeah,
asleep
so
on.
annoying.
I just fell asleep on my couch for like 2 hours, and you just sat there, and then I was like, I'm too
It's not
tired.
okay when you do it. It's only okay when it's my growth.
Yeah, but then I was like, it didn't matter, you know, like, but there's no more like, I guess like Samantha said, like masking,
And
or,
it
like
takes
putting
a
up a
really
front.
long time
Yeah, to
sometimes
get
with
to that
people.
point.
Even if
yeah.
you really like someone and
Seriously.
you really connect with someone, it can still take so long to not have some anxieties there.
Or
Yeah.
even just like fronting a thing of like, even like the level of social pleasantries you'd have with a friend versus like family.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like it's getting
Being
to that next.
quiet together,
Yeah.
or just arguing a little bit, but knowing
It doesn't
actually
matter, yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
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 Dude, what
That's a
is
really
that?
good
We're
answer, I'd say.
Best friends ever.
A little
Look
best
at you
friends.
guys. How sweet.
Well, I guess we have to take ourselves to the pitching section here.
Oh.
And we're going to conclude with that.
That's the pitching.
So what we'd like to,
A little bit of baseball.
what we like to play, we're going to throw a ball at you. No, what we like to do is, because you're going to give all your credentials, all the stuff that you want people to follow.
Instagram.
Instagram,
Do
all
people
that
get
stuff.
followers from coming on here?
Oh, certainly not. But- certainly not, but we like to pretend.
Statistics say that you will lose followers after this is released.
No, but we're gonna have you guys like put out all the stuff that you'd like, but we don't make it that easy.
We
We'd like
don't.
to give you a couple of options of how you would do it.
Okay.
So one of the things that we'd like to do is Ryan knows a couple of songs on guitar, and what he likes to, he'll
Very
pull out his
serious.
guitar, and you guys can sing pitch them.
Oh, we'll sing pitch.
Okay.
You'd be the first duo ever.
You'd be the first
And it'd
duo
be really
ever.
fucking cool.
Now, I don't know. You know, a lot of people are scared of doing that. That might
It's a
not be
little
what you
frightening.
guys
I
want
want
to do.
to
It's a
do
little
it.
frightening.
I can't sing, but I
What
want to
el-
do
what
it.
else
That's
is there?
good.
The other option I wanted to propose to
Oh.
you, because we haven't had a duo before, is if you could do your best impression of each other while pitching how you would
Like
pitch.
we pitch each other, or we?
Yeah, like you would do his Instagram.
You'd be like,
and
I'm
stuff.
Samantha.
Oh, we could do
Yeah.
that.
And you,
But I feel like I love doing impressions, but like I feel like people I know really well, it's hard to do impressions of them because it's like you're too.
But
in
can we
it.
just pitch each other? Like, do we have to do it like such an impression?
I want to know how you
Yeah.
would be him.
I want you
and
to
how
do-
he would be you.
Yeah.
I think that would be that.
I
That's
wanna
the
do both.
game of it.
It's true. So you guys, we'll give you guys some time.
We'll give you-
We'll
to
come
think
back
about it.
tomorrow.
Tune back in next week.
We're gonna go. We'll go to a quick commercial.
I want to
break.
sing the song.
You want to do the song, Samantha? I feel
Well,
wants
I
to do
want
the
to do.
impression.
Can I just do? Can
Do you wanna
the
do an
song
impression
and then I'll
of me?
do?
Do you want to do?
Well, no, we can't do both.
Do you want to sing impression as as each other? Like
Maybe
or
we combine
maybe
both.
we do both.
Maybe we do.
Okay.
Maybe you do the
could be
the,
fun.
the song bit.
I
And
can
then-
do the song. We can both do the song bit.
Okay. I guess
It
Well,
really
first you
is.
want to let's see here. What can you give them a couple of what you know and see if they know how to sing any of it?
I can do.
I just wanted to do an impression of like a few words.
Well,
Well, why don't you
want-
do
okay,
it?
do it
Why
anyway.
don't
Do
you
it
just do
anyway.
an impression of
Yeah, do it
Alex?
anyway.
Can I just do a short impression?
Uh-huh.
of it?
Yeah,
Just a
please.
few things you say.
Yeah.
Whenever you don't be mad at me. Whenever
Move the
sometimes
mic away,
I'll say
please.
something to Alex and I'll be on FaceTime and I'll say something really impassioned and then he'll just go, ow.
Wait,
Wait,
sometimes I don't know how to respond.
Ow.
or I'll just be like, yeah.
Go. And then when he's he'll go, Mommy.
I'm making chocolate milk.
Mommy. No, close the door when you leave my. Close the door. Mommy, can we get chicken? Can we get beef teriyaki? And you go, yeah. When you're excited, you're like, oh yeah. James Gunn's gonna
Sometimes I'll get excited about the news, like James Gunn is making another Scooby-Doo movie.
And then when you're on the phone and your dog walks up to him, you go, Theo.
Yeah, he's so cute. Like, yeah.
He's so cute. like that.
Yeah,
Those are
that's
the
good.
impressions that I wanted to.
Okay.
That I wanted to.
He's
Wow,
humiliated.
man.
Get out of the way. No, I think I've done them before.
I do have.
So I know
She's done them to
they're
my
really
face.
good.
Well, could you give us a Sam then?
Yeah, give us a
please.
quick Sam. Mantha.
A quick Sam Antha.
Me name is Samantha. No, I don't know.
Yeah. That was an impression
what
of me
accent that was.
before.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't do a Samantha impression.
Wow.
All right. Could you do an impression of me?
The answer is no. I don't think I can.
Yeah.
You have this.
I can do an impression of you.
Oh,
Hey guys, welcome to the Bells and Whistle podcast.
That's John Mulaney.
Ephraim has a John
But you're
Mulaney.
so good at impressions.
Both of
I
us
know,
could
but
do
I
a
just,
John
you know,
Mulaney.
it's hard for me to do impressions of people that I'm really close with because
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know.
maybe
Yeah.
you guys can.
Yeah.
That's
like,
why I more do things you say. than,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
the
Can you guys
voice.
relate to it? Do you guys trade mannerisms at all? Because we do that.
Yeah.
We've
We've become like we're just
this.
shadows
My
of
favorite
each
thing
other.
that I've gotten from Ephraim
Yeah.
is that it's almost condescending, where somebody will say something, and you'll go, "Sure, sure, oh, sure." And I do that all the time now. It's my favorite. Oh, sure.
You do that, yeah.
That's definitely that.
And then we do this weird thing where it's just kind of like free flow stream of consciousness.
I'll say
where
something.
like it's
yeah.
just free word association.
Yeah.
Where like
No, it's like what we say. Like
It's-
I'll be like, oh, did you see? My buddy Peter's here, and you'll be like, Peter Pan.
absolutely. Yeah. No. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is
That's very
just
funny.
weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
I feel like when we get
But not
mad,
the
we
guy-
do
the movie
that.
company.
When we get
Yeah.
mutually mad at somebody and then
Yeah,
just, like
yeah.
hating on something,
Uh-huh.
and we're gonna show that. We're like, oh, they're so annoying.
Yeah, we're gonna really show them what's up.
And then when we're doing all this stuff, and
Yeah, and then in 5 years, when we're successful, and they're gonna look at us, and they're gonna be
They're
like,
gonna be-
"Damn, I should have not screwed them over."
I should have been there.
Samantha and I have a list of people that we hate.
You've got a list of phonies.
Well-
We do. We have a list of people. It's not really
Is
like
it a
it's- we
tangible
haven't written
list?
it down, but it's just
Oh.
a list in our heads that we know.
You
We're like,
gotta
we don't
write
like
them
this person.
down.
We gotta
we
write
did,
them down.
we did do something recently where
What do we do?
you guys watch The Boys? You know
The superhero show.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
were trying to map.
we were
on-
like,
yeah.
who's worse than Homelander character?
Yeah.
Who's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
worst person ever, like the most evil, sociopathic. So we went through, and then we just started going through people and being like, this person or that person, who's worse?
Yeah.
This person or Homelander. This person or Homelander.
And then it got
And then
to
it
a point where
there was one person,
we know.
and he was just worse than everybody.
Oh no.
We were comparing, because it started off like who in our lives would be which character in The Boys. But
Yeah.
then it became like this person or this person, this person or this person, and we actually came to the point where there was one person that we know, and the only people we could think of were like Hitler.
Yeah. Well, Hitler is worse. Hitler is worse.
We have to admit,
But not by much.
and we were like, we just really like narrowed it down.
Yeah.
And this is not someone who like either of us has dated, has broken our
No.
hearts, has
Wow.
wrong,
It's
has
not-
actually
no,
even
no,
Are you
not
talking
even
about me?
personally wronged.
Yeah.
But yeah, if one person that's worse than.
Do you
than
think?
all
What do you
others.
think the odds are that that person's watching this podcast?
You know,
Honestly,
I don't know.
honestly,
How about this? Is there anyone that you think will watch this podcast will be like, I wonder if it's me?
It depends because I'm going to post this on my Instagram story, so people might click through.
maybe I don't think this person would
I don't
think
think
that.
so. I don't.
I'm
Think
just
so.
saying.
I think this person would think, "Wow,
within, is
I'm
all I'm
amazing."
saying.
Yeah, this
All
person
I'm
would
saying.
never.
I
think that-
challenge
that-
everybody who's
that-
watching to look within.
Yeah,
Do
it's
some
definitely not
self-growth.
anyone who's like personally wronged. Either
No,
of us.
no, they're just a bad person in general.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
But that's scarier
I really
for
hope that-
everybody. They
I
don't
hope-
know.
It is.
I hope you receive like 3-4
Yeah.
like just apology texts.
Yeah.
Just being like, hey, I hope this wasn't me, but
Yeah.
All right, go grab
Oh,
your
right.
axle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. So what am I singing about again?
do you guys know Say It Ain't So?
Yes.
By Weezer.
By Weezer. Is that why you've been saying "Say It Ain't So" this entire time?
No, it's because I said it. I made a funny joke at work.
Say it ain't so.
That's why.
But the thing is,
Oh.
Samantha is actually really good at singing, and I'm really bad at singing. So I think that'll
Are we
serve as a nice
promoting it?
contrast.
Like-
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna tell people where to look.
Somebody's Alex is on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly.
I only know the chorus though.
Uh-huh.
I only know the
Well,
chorus.
I know it.
Oh God. Guys, I really need a new desk. Please buy a T-shirt.
Yeah, why didn't anybody buy a T-shirt last week? So rude.
We'll do that later.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna say. Ready?
Okay.
Play like.
Yeah.
When do I say the oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ready?
You can already tell.
Subscribe.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Bells and whistles.
Subscribe.
Podcast.
Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter.
Oh.
It's at Samantha Brooks.
Oh.
But it's like a fish because it is salmon. That is the handle. SALMONTHA Brooks. Oh yeah.
Say so.
Samantha Brooks.
Yeah, you come in. You know the chorus.
Samantha Brooks.
But salmon.
Wait, keep going. Do
Do you want me to do you?
No. One time I was on Instagram. Real Steinberg. Cause I don't know. All the fans. Instagram. Follow me. Oh. Say it ain't so.
No, let's figure. Let's go. There we go. We're going back into the chorus.
Alakazam podcast
Alakazam with Alex and Sam.
on
AlakazamPodcast.com.
Oh.
Wow. Steinberg Films on Twitter. Yeah.
That's really.
That was the worst thing I
No,
did.
I think that was great.
no.
I think that was really good, actually.
I was actually. You gotta watch more of this podcast because you gotta see.
But yes, we are at Alakazam podcast.
Uh-huh.
All on
Yeah.
on everything.
That's our joint venture.
That's our joint venture.
Mm.
No, so let's give it. That was pretty great.
I
That
like
was really
I like
good.
the rap part.
Oh yeah.
You know, I was gonna come up with all these lines like real Steinberg, and then I was like, what rhymes with my last name?
Real Steinberg. If you haven't heard, I'm on Instagram.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, you couldn't do it either.
Yeah, I
you
couldn't
tried.
do it
No,
either.
I
yeah.
couldn't.
That's why we never do it.
Yeah,
I
no,
also
that's true.
don't rap
Yeah.
ever.
You just did.
Nor
there,
should
bud.
I. I mean, I
No, you had it.
I don't even know. If
You
You
I
had
rap.
me. You
I
had
write
me there.
raps.
Oh,
really?
we write parody raps sometimes, and Samantha writes them too.
I
and
write
they're
some
fun.
raps that are about real people that I can't ever like share because
Oh.
they're exposing people.
Oh, they're like
Secret
doxing people. You putting people's addresses in the
Um,
raps.
No, but you know,
Oh, wow.
Is there one
both
about
people
grandpa?
that no one would want. People wouldn't want to hear it because they don't know the people involved,
Hmm.
and also the people probably they're about wouldn't want
Wouldn't want a
They're-
rap about them.
their behaviors are public.
I would love a rap about me.
I would-
Never
hey,
get
if you
to
wanna
it.
rap-
That's
a
true.
rap about
That's
us.
fine. Especially if it's.
I'll write a
if
rap for your podcast.
We'd love that.
We
would love
famous
that.
last
Put it at the
words. Be
beginning.
careful. Are you
Uh-huh.
sure?
Please.
And I'll
I
perform
want
it.
it. That would be
Do you
great.
mind it? Do you mind?
Can you
That'd
do? Can it go something kind of like
What are you gonna say?
Alexander Hamilton?
I'm not giving away my.
Wait, did you see that church that put on the production?
Yeah.
The church that put the Hamilton production on, and they changed the lyrics too. They're like,
It literally starts, how does the bastard orphan son of a harlot?
but then they changed it. They're like, he sent for me, Jesus Christ meant for me. They changed
Wow.
all the lyrics in Hamilton to be about Jesus, and then they added a whole scene in about accepting Jesus Christ as your savior. It just has nothing to do with the plot of the show, and it was an illegal production of
It
Hamilton.
was illegal. They're all going to prison,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned.
Throw him in the clink.
But okay, so let's do at Samantha Brooks.
Samantha
Yeah,
Brooks.
salmon like the fish, THA Brooks. Like the
Salmon,
Brooks, Brooks
pho,
like Albert
Brooks.
Brooks.
Like Albert
Yeah.
Brooks. Whose real name is Albert Einstein, I'll have you know.
true.
Uh-huh. That's one of my old.
I know, that's
one of my
your
old bits.
famous
He
trivia
changed his
bit.
name because he liked your family so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought he liked the little streams.
He liked the little streams
Little
a lot
streams.
too. And Alex Steinberg, you're at what the real
No,
Donald
not
Trump.
the real. I'm just I'm real Steinberg.
Real.
So you don't get me confused.
Yeah, real
with it.
Steinberg.
It's
Okay,
true.
real
Well done. Give him
Steinberg.
a follow.
Give him a follow.
but-
Alakazam podcast.
Oh yeah.
On
Alakazam-
Spotify
what's the website?
On Spotify.
AlakazamPodcast.com.
Alakazam
As
podcast.
always, all links in the description down below. If you've made it this far in the YouTube video, do me a solid and leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment. If you don't do that, go watch a different video and just continue with your life.
No,
It's not a
I'll
big
go
deal.
so far as
What
to
are you gonna-
say I'll go so
Because
far as
I've
to
given
say
up.
Yeah, I think you really have to reconsider where you are
You think so?
in life. If you just watched an hour of us talking, and don't even like it.
It's really upsetting.
Oof.
It's again, it goes back to look with him.
Uh-huh.
Right? That's it. And then if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, leave 5 stars, press any and all buttons available to you. Leave a review. It'd be really swell. If you want some like horror, funny stuff, you leave a different channel, not this one.
I'm telling you, it's not this channel. Everybody always asks me if it's this channel.
And they won't stop because
Uh-huh.
it's 3 Ways to Survive, a different channel. It has Gus Burney on it, and it's like spooky. It's really funny too. If you want a couple videos of us playing video games, there's another fucking Let's Play too. But we think we're gonna delete that channel.
we
soon.
might very well. delete
But
that
most
channel.
importantly, if you want to go to our Teespring store, it's going to be the first link in the description. We make a couple bucks on each T-shirt. We're trying to get a new mic, you see, because this one sounds like dog shit, as you can tell. So yeah, we make a couple. It's get a stupid fucking T-shirt.
Yeah, get
It's
a
nice.
shirt.
Get a.
I'll
get
put
a
it'll
coffee
we'll
mug.
have
Get
a
a
shirt with.
stupid fucking T-shirt.
It's
Yeah,
true.
We
Get
got
a
a shirt
stupid
that's got
fucking
bells and
T-shirt.
whistles on
Listen
it.
to
It's got philanthropist
Yeah,
on
get
it.
your own philanthropist.
Yeah,
T-shirt.
you're a
Walk around
philanthropist
with it.
now. Is
Is
that
that
all? That's-
confusing for you guys?
No, I got it.
Yeah, does
Is
that make sense?
But it's
Is
mostly
that-
they should go to.
'cause I don't even know what I just
Real
said.
Steinberg on Instagram.
They really should go to
Yeah,
Real
guys,
Steinberg.
I really need a new thing.
Guys, while he's dealing with his
you-
stuff, I'll just wrap up the show.
Give the thank
It's been so fun having you both
You
on
have to
here.
compliment
What a
them.
joy.
You have to
So fun.
compliment them. You have to
I've got to give them a
genuine
compliment. You guys are some of the best looking people I've ever met.
Wow.
I don't like the laugh after that.
Well, it was just me, laughing at the
It
truth.
was him being sarcastic.
Uh-huh.
though.
No.
I had never met you before. I met you the other day. I'm excited to finally meet you guys.
Mhm.
And most importantly, I'm excited to see the stuff.
The stuff,
that you
the
guys are working
projects
on.
that you've got ahead of yourself.
And
Very exciting, very smart people here.
very sharp, very
Yeah.
good writers, and we're excited to see what happens.
What happens
And
next?
you're welcome on the
Investigating.
podcast.
What else do you guys think about?
You guys are great. You guys are the. I always said I was telling you from before
Uh-huh.
you guys came. I said they're the cat's meow, the two of them.
I always,
Yeah.
said I wish I had 2 friends called Alex and Sam. I always said that.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I say I never said that, but
Uh-huh.
I feel it.
I also, unfortunately, I do actually already have 2 friends called Alex and Sam, so I can't be your friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Uh-huh.
You guys are welcome on any fucking time you want. Last
We'll be
Anytime
back.
you want.
Last
Be
words.
careful what you wish.
Uh-huh.
Guys,
You know, if we're the cat's
we need
meow,
the content.
This is the last final word.
Yeah.
If we're the cat's meow, you two are the bee's knees.
Oh, stop
Oh,
it!
stop
You
it.
shut the hell up.
Yeah.
So
Don't call me grandpa.
You got anything to say?
Baby, if I'm the bottom, you're the top. you know that
Cole
song?
Porter.
Yeah, Cole Porter. Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.
See you around.